Yeah.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. How is I was trying to find a good spot to sit and
Yeah, you look good. You look great.
I got a little sunshine, little palm trees.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, you're cute.
Look at you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not staying long, but I did want to just wish you a happy birthday.
Love you. Thanks, Ashlyn. Thank you.
Of course.
And cheers, Aunt Colleen.
Cheers.
I'm drinking coffee. So.
Love you. I'm drinking.
Happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy this.
Thank you. I will.
We love you
guys are
too.
cool. Love you. So, just
Yeah, get
tell
out of
me-
here. Get out of here.
just tell me, like I wrote notes. Is this live now?
Well, we're not
Or-
live. We are recording right
or
now,
recording.
but you are on.
Okay.
I asked no one. My sweet Aunt Colleen. Aunt Colleen on my dad's side. My parents have been married for 36 years, if I remember correctly. So dad's got 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and the eldest of my dad's siblings is right here right now. And thank you for
Thank
doing
you, Kev.
this. Yeah, this is really
Holy
cool.
shitballs. I'm so impressed that you asked an old babe like me to be on your show.
Oh, you're the coolest. Come on, get out of here. Holy shit balls.
Holy shitballs.
Does
I've
this
been
guy-
saying that for a long time. And so, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Hey, this is funny. My dad says that slogan, and I know you're rubbing off on him like that. So it's funny.
That's what older sisters are for.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Yeah. What up? What up? Well, I know what's up with you. You got your 50th anniversary coming up here from Cardinal O'Hara High School.
Can
And
you
for a
believe
50th
it?
reunion, you're planning that. Is it play a few games of bingo and call it a night at 8 p.m. or what's going on with that?
No, we're having milk of magnesia and cream corn, and then we're going home.
All right.
Now, actually 50 years, so I was saying to Uncle Chris, when we had our high school graduations, they would wheel in the 50-year alumni, and they were like so old. And oh my God, that's us now. So we can walk in and dance around and have a party. We're a lot younger at 68.
You're
Oh, God.
beautiful as ever, Aunt Colleen. I miss you. It's
Sweet.
nice to see you and hang out a little bit.
Thank you. I miss you too, my love. So I
So-
noticed your T-shirt you have on.
Yeah.
Is that a Jason Newsted?
Oh, just hearing you say his name is it's amazing. It really is. So
Well,
this is Jason.
I
and,
sent you a picture. I met him.
Yes. I'm actually gonna pull that picture up
Oh my
right
God.
now. But could you just fill our viewers in? Fill us in about that experience. That must have been cool.
That was
You
pretty
saw him in
cool.
Tequesta,
we-
Florida.
We have a home in Jupiter, Florida as well. And there's a fun restaurant we like to go to called Evo, EVO, in Tequesta, which is 5 minutes from here. And they were so proud showing off Jason's new artwork that filled the restaurant. So I caught wind of it, and as ballsy as I am, I went up to him and I said, "I'm Kevin LoVullo's aunt and Ryan LoVullo's, and can I have a picture taken with you?" And he was such a gentleman and so nice, and he did. And I told him about how you guys followed Metallica around, and you've seen them practically all over the world, and they know you as the identical twins. So it was a cool experience for me, and I was happy to share it with you.
Absolutely legendary story. I'm a very proud nephew, and hey, maybe I got my little stingy nose in this business to getting in corners I shouldn't be from you, but that's
Yeah.
Amazing. And I showed that this is the picture of my Aunt Colleen and Jason Newsted right here. How cool is
I
that?
know.
Look at
I
that
know.
selfie.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, selfie to boot.
Those big ass base mitt fingers, those big fingers right there. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Mine are kind of arthritic and whatever, but yeah.
That's what my dad says. Arthritis is starting to set in, man.
Yeah, I know. I can only do, well, whatever. The middle finger still works, but you know.
Holy shitballs. Yes, it does. But
Oh
thanks for
my God.
sharing. That's
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that was
Jason
cool.
Newsted is a guy I would love to have on someday. And actually, you know, this year is my goal to have Jason on. Love you, Jason.
Well, we'll go stalk him out at Evo Restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, his paintings are up on the wall, right?
Yeah, and then they're pretty awesome too. Actually, you can Google his name and you'll see some of his artwork. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll include a link below to his artwork and in the restaurant, and you can check it out. But today is February the 20th. It's your big day.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what happened in musical history on your big day. Do you know anyone, like what comes to mind? Do you know anything that happens on your birthday as far as celebrities go, with birthdays or anniversaries or anything like that?
I remember John Glenn landed on the moon on February 20th. Yeah, so it's not musical, but it's a little history. But no, not really. No.
Right.
But I know, you know, other things, like you wanted my first album. I was a kid.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to get that. But did you know Jimi Hendrix at age 16, he made his live debut on your birthday
Really?
in 1959.
Oh, I was 6 years old.
He was 16 years old, and it was at a Jewish temple in Seattle. He just plugged in and wailed away. So
wailed away, Purple Haze, or
I don't know what happens there. I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then maybe you'll remember this one. 1977, February the 20th, Stevie Wonder won the Grammy for Best Album of the Year. Record called "Songs in the Life."
Yep, that's Songs in the Key of Life. One of my most favorite albums ever. As a matter of fact, we had our first daughter, Kelly, during the blizzard of 77. And I was stuck in the hospital because there was a driving ban and Uncle Chris couldn't get in to see me for days. And when we finally got to bring her home, the song, "Isn't She Lovely," came on the radio, and I still get goosebumps. It was, to us, it was Kelly's song, "Isn't She Lovely?" And I've loved every song on that album. Was fabulous. So I'm happy to know that it was on February 20th. Thanks, Kev.
Do you want to make me cry right now?
No, I'm gonna cry.
Touching. Oh my God.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Holy shitballs. That was a good one. I didn't get that.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, my dad, he references just the way you just referenced Stevie Wonder. My dad always, he'll bring up every once in a while, Grateful Dead, "Touch of Grey."
Yes.
I forgot how that song goes. "Everything's gonna be okay," or something like that.
Well, that to me is Bob Marley.
Oh, I feel all right, or something like that. Dee 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 dee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sing a little more, it'll come to me. But when you say "every little thing's gonna be all right," that to me is a Bob Marley. That's another Kelly Burns favorite song. When we dropped her off at college, she was our first one to go to college. And all the kids had Bob Marley blasting in their dorm rooms. And as Uncle Chris and I are walking out, I'm gonna cry again. It was Bob Marley singing, "Don't worry, every little thing's gonna be all right." And every time I hear that song, it brings me back to taking Kelly to college and leaving our first child, leaving us. And we've been listening to Bob Marley down here for a while, so I know.
That's sweet.
You're making me cry. Damn it.
Yeah, we have a crier. Holy shitballs on I Ask No One. This is a first. This is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks for sharing. Kurt Cobain, he would have been 54 today. You share a birthday with Kurt Cobain.
Oh, wow. Oh, how about that?
Yep. I was going to wear a Cobain shirt. I was going to wear, I had a few shirt options, but I just went with the almighty.
Yeah, Newsted. That's awesome. You're cute.
And then, last but not least, Rihanna, she turns 33. I didn't know if she's the same age as me. I'm turning 33 March 2nd.
I know you are. You and your
Rihanna,
brother.
Shout out to Bridget.
Yeah.
Queen
Oh my
Bee.
gosh, Rihanna, I didn't know her birthday was today.
Yep,
Wow,
indeed.
that's cool, Kev. Thank
Yeah,
you.
there you go. So your
Yeah.
first album, let's hear it.
Yeah.
What was the first album that you purchased?
Well, I remember the first album I bought was the Monkees, because that was actually the first time they ever had a pop group on a TV show. And I wrote it down. That was back in 1966. I was 13 years old. And everybody loved Little Davy Jones, but I loved Mickey Dolenz. He was cute, goofy and cute. I don't think he's with us anymore, but the Monkees were great.
I'll have to look that up. I was reading a John Lennon magazine actually last night. Came across Mickey Dolenz. Is it Mickey or Mikey, Aunt Colleen?
Well, we say Mickey. It was Mickey.
Mickey? Okay.
Yeah.
I came across a picture of him and I wanted to show that to you. There's Lennon and Nilsson and Casey's buddy Alice Cooper and then
and Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz.
Oh my
there you
God.
go. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Sweetness.
I love that John Lennon was with them. You know,
Yep.
that's one band I never got to see in person was the Beatles. I wish that it would have happened, but c'est la vie.
Did they ever come close to Buffalo back then?
I don't even know. I don't even know if they did, but I will tell you when I was a lot younger, we watched them on the Ed Sullivan show and the TV and Papa and Grandma's bedroom on with the babysitter because my parents bowled every Sunday night. And it was the coolest thing seeing the Beatles. Oh my God. They were like Paul with the long hair. Nobody had long hair back then. And that was like looking at a totally freak show kind of a thing, you know? You never saw long hair like that. So that was awesome. That was a cool night. And then they were on a few times, but oh my God, this is so fun.
Yeah, well, the Ed Sullivan show you watched with Papa Len and Grandma Jean, I never knew that. That was that was a big moment for even I know they're not American, but big American music moment in history.
Yep.
It's awesome. But you were able to see the Who, Jackson 5, Tina Turner with my mom and dad. But early on, like you saw the Who and the Jackson 5. I know you had some stuff about the Jackson 5.
So
really
again, cool. Kelly had some surgery and she was in Children's Hospital for a while. So we had somebody stay with her and Uncle Chris and we had a couple other, I don't remember who else went with us, but we saw the Jackson 5. The next day, and it was a Pepsi tour. Pepsi sponsored them. The next day they came to Children's Hospital. Michael didn't come, but the other brothers did and visited all the kids. And his brother Marlon signed Kelly's pajama shirt. And that was kind of a nice gesture on their part. That was cool. But I did see Joe Cocker, not with Uncle Chris, with another guy. That was before I met him anyway. Probably was 1968. He was a trip. He was so good, but very animated. You know how his arms would flail all over. But
Joe where Cocker was that, Aunt Colleen? Was that?
I think that was at Shays.
Shays, okay.
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, it was at Shays. I mean, they had big bands there. We saw Rod Stewart. He was cool. I still love Rod Stewart now, you know, singing the oldies something. Well, a long time ago he did. MC Hammer. We saw MC Hammer.
You saw MC Hammer?
Yeah. How cool is that?
Oh my God.
And then back when Celine Dion first came out, we have friends who live in Toronto and they took us to see Celine Dion in Toronto. I mean, from that, she was still a young girl. She was actually a little bit awkward in her body movements, but boy, did she get polished up, and her voice was stunning, like an angel. So
was that before Titanic, Aunt Colleen?
Oh yeah, way before. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, on the way to Titanic in 1997, I think in January '97, me and Ryan got the sex talk with mom. Because we were about to see some boobies for the first time at the age of
Oh.
9. And I went on to see that movie, I think 2 more times after that. And
Fast forwarded to the booby scene.
I got the soundtrack, you know, Celine Dion is making me cry at age 10 with that song, My Heart Will Go
I know.
On.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and my
Yeah,
God.
and little Leonard DiCaprio,
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. That was a sweet movie.
It was a sweet movie.
Yeah.
But okay, so Celine Dion, you saw the Who back when?
We saw the Who. That
How
was
was
at
that?
that was awesome. That was at the stadium, and we had good seats for that. Uncle Chris had a friend who was a security guard, and he got us primo seats for that. That was fun.
Killer.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So, Three Dog Night. Now we're talking a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know
But,
who they are. Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night. Oh, honey, look it up. Corey Wells is from Buffalo. Eli's coming. They sing that song. They were awesome, but they have a Buffalo connection. We saw the Fifth Dimension in Toronto. Remember the Fifth Dimension?
I don't know Fifth Dimension. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know.
see, I'm an old fart. What am I gonna say?
I'm looking up some
Look 'em
Fifth
up.
Dimension.
Yeah, Fifth Dimension, they were so cool. Marilyn McCoo, and we actually, I'll tell you how cool it was. We had front row seats, and we were able to get up on stage and sing one of their last songs with them. We were with a couple other friends who had a little connection.
Get out of
That
here.
was
Really?
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh my
Uh,
God. One
good
time,
old
my twin brother Ryan, he was called up to the stage from Godsmack
Uh-huh.
in May of 2012, and he was going through a breakup at that time. I remember, and he was down, but he went up and he had the drumstick, and he was just like, he just didn't know what to do with himself, and that was huge.
Yeah,
for
it's
us.
amazing how music and how just being in the moment changes everything, makes you happy. It's a spiritual feeling.
It sure
Any
is.
kind of music, it doesn't matter if it's heavy metal to gospel to rock and roll to soft jazz. It's a spiritual feeling, and where could we be without music? It's awesome.
Very true. Very true. In a live
Yeah.
setting, of course, I miss going to the concerts. You know how crazy your nephews are, Kevin and Ryan, roaming around the world and taking vacation days, and maybe when we shouldn't. And you know,
I'm not telling anybody.
but yeah, a lot of good times. But music, yeah, I've told previous guests actually that there's no. It's good to march forward in life and to always accept new challenges. But I will say that putting music into my ears, kind of like drinking wine, you get a little sentimental, and you rewind back in time. It's just the time. There's nothing closer than a time machine than listening to a record start to finish. You know, I
Yeah.
can just sleep in the room over. You know, some nights I kind of go away, and you know, it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what else is cool? To be accepting of the next generation's music. I know when I was growing up, it was all 40s, 30s, 40s music. And I would put WKBW radio, KB radio on the, radio. And my parents would say, turn that off. And it wasn't until the Beatles came around and some of our parents finally said, oh, I like that music. And so that made me aware of be acceptable and try to understand the next generation's music, because that's giving them the same joy I got from the music I love. And that's why, even today, I love listening to, what our grandkids listen to and our kids and my younger nieces and nephews. Be open to anything. So.
Yes, I agree there. And just to kind of build on that, Metallica's latest record, I mean, you hear a lot of like, craziness in their music, but in one word, Kirk Hammett, lead guitar, was asked, what's one phrase or word that you use to describe your latest record, Hardwired to Self-Destruct? And he says, to be more accepting. And I think to be more accepting of music and all things all around will make you just make you more content, and it's easier.
But
And
just accepting of everything too.
yep,
And understand why rap music, uses the words they use, and why jazz sounds the way it does, and it makes that person happy. So
yes.
figure it out and enjoy it.
Amen to that, Aunt Colleen. And
Yeah.
I gotta say, St. Joe's, I went to St. Joe's High School, St. Joe's Collegiate Institute. I remember you bring up Joe Cocker. I was in English, and they were playing Woodstock 69 footage in class.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
That's
Joe
cool.
Cocker with these big ass sideburns and just doing things with his head. And
Yeah.
as a 16, 17-year-old, I was like, what the hell's going on here with this guy? I knew that voice from the Wonder Years, the main title.
Oh yeah. What would you do if I sang out of
Whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Talking
St.
to
Joe's
St.
concerts. Did you go to any St. Joe's concerts back
They
when?
weren't concerts, actually, Kev. They were their Friday night dances. So every Friday, St. Joe's had the best dances throughout the school year. And they like Bob Seger's system. They were from Detroit. They came in and played one. They were one of the bands, Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. I don't know if you know they can tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. They came and entertained us. I know. You don't see that anymore. Three Dog Night. They played one time there.
Yeah, I can't believe it that Bob Seger would come to Kenmore, New York to play for a high school dance.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And the coolest thing is that's where I met Uncle Chris.
Yes. Uncle Chris, a member of the Sports Hall of Fame at our rival school, Canisius High School.
Yeah.
And here's Uncle Chris from Canisius High School, and Aunt Colleen, maybe 50 or some years ago. Yes.
51.
You meet at a St. Joe's gym. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
How did that come
cool.
about?
He came up to me and he said, I saw you looking at me. I said, no, I wasn't. And then I fell in love with him. I thought his last name was Barnes. I couldn't remember it was Burns. Anyway, that was funny.
Yeah, and
together
Grandma Jean, God rest her soul, one of the last stories, if not the last story she ever shared with me was meeting Uncle Chris for the first time. And she kept mentioning it about the size of his nose. And the way she put it, I couldn't believe Kevin, I don't know. It was like,
and he wasn't even Italian.
Yeah.
He's all Irish.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thanks,
God.
Grandma.
I mean, we're Italian, so I can say that.
Right. Right.
Oh my God.
Well, I got to ask you, what is the secret for maintaining a successful relationship as you have since you guys met? I mean, your high school sweethearts going on, and
yeah, we just had our 40. It'll be 46. We'll be married 46 years in June. You know what? Talk it out. Just talk. Tell each other what pisses you off and what makes you happy. Don't go to bed angry, and understand each other and give and take. I don't know. It's have respect for each other and support each other. And we both have been through, ups and downs, and we've figured out with life, and we've got 3 amazing children that have reflected how we act with their spouses, and our family is very close. And not to brag, but there's a lot of people who are envious of our relationship with our kids, their parents' relationships with us. And it's treat people as you would be treated, as you would want to be treated. And I think that's what Uncle Chris and I have done. And I know that's what's made us last this long. I'm going to cry again. Anyway, thank you for asking.
Love that. Yeah, there's obviously, I chose Uncle Chris to be my confirmation sponsor back all the way back when for a reason. And I
Yes, I
think a lot of
remember.
people could be envious of our family, just 17 cousins, no divorces. And,
You're right.
you know,
You're right.
we connect with, I love it. I think it's immortal and more immortal feeling, very empowering to know that we have a family like that. And you are a
Yes.
big part of that. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, I love you. Thanks, Kev. Holy shit balls, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, for like the 4th or 5th time.
I know.
I love it. It's great. But in their prime, who was sexier, Mickey Dolenz or your boy Tony Bennett?
Oh my God. Well, depending how old I was, back in the day, I thought Mickey Dolenz was adorable, but Tony Bennett, I love him for so many reasons. And I will tell you the first time I ever was introduced to Tony Bennett, I saw my mom and dad dancing to I Left My Heart in San Francisco. And it was so, to me, romantic to see my parents dancing. Just, we were in the living room and the record player was on. And from then on, every time I would hear the song, I would get teary-eyed. And I remember one time Uncle Chris was in law school and we were away from our family. And it came on the radio and I cried. I was so lonesome for my parents, but that was such a happy feeling for that song. So anyway, I've met the man 3 times. I've been to so many of his concerts. We actually, one time Tony Bennett was in town at Kleinhand's and we took all 3 of our kids to his concert. And, you know, at the time they were teenagers and, you know, 9 or 10 and probably thinking, why? But we wanted them to experience something different out of, you know, not in their generation. And they loved it. They loved it. So I'm sad that he's getting older and probably won't be singing for us, but he's my dream. Anyway,
Well,
his
you
music.
met him 3 times. What do you,
Yeah.
when
at
you meet Tony
concerts.
Bennett, what do you say? What do you say to him?
Well, the first time I said, Mr. Bennett, I love you. I was with Uncle Chris. Then we met him at an insurance convention and we had a picture taken with the 3 of us. And he told Dad, Uncle Chris, to put me in the middle because a woman should always be in the middle of 2 men for a picture. What a gentleman. What
Wow.
a gentleman. And that stuck with both of us. You know, just be kind. It wasn't like he was going to hog up the picture and, you know, just be him. So, and I've got autographs and, you know, silly things like that. But
Where are those autographs? You got them in your underwear
actually-
drawer or what?
No, well, at home. They're not here. I've got no, they're in my closet, on a wall in my closet. One is in Uncle Chris's office at work. And I think, I don't know where the other ones, I don't have any down here right now. But
Beautiful. And Grandma Jean and Papa Len, they like Tony Bennett, huh? I mean, what other kind
they
of,
loved all that. You know what else I
Yeah.
remember back in the day? Mitch Miller, again. That's old
that's
fart
another guy I
music.
got to look up. Mitch Miller?
Yeah,
I don't know
Mitch
who-
Miller Band, orchestra. Again, early 50s, not heavy metal.
Mm. I love all sorts of shit. Yeah, that's
Yeah, and again, be open to it and listen to it. And,
Yeah.
you know, it made people happy back then. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
This is
great.
fun.
And another band I didn't know about until you mentioned them to me recently was the Dave Clark 5.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they-
Okay, so
Yeah, they met.
Dave Clark 5 was, they were in Buffalo. I just wrote down, I wanted to make sure I had these
So
dates
cute.
correct.
You have notes down and everything.
I made notes, but they were in Buffalo in I'm sorry, in June of 1964. And Grandma Flynn, so your great grandma, sold cosmetics at Hanger's downtown in Buffalo. And Grandma Flynn was a tall, blonde, glamorous, always had long, beautifully painted nails, always her false lashes, lipstick, gorgeous. And so one day she called me and said, "Did you ever hear the Dave Clark Five?" I said, "Oh my God, yeah." She said, "They were just in here and I sold them." They needed makeup for their performance that night, probably, pancake makeup. And she worked on each of them and she, patted and did all this. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Now they would have their own people go out and get it for them. But yeah, the Dave Clark Five. You got to look it up. That's another
What
band.
songs do I look up by the Dave Clark Five that stand out to you?
Oh man. All right. I told you I'm 68. I know melodies. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with their first few records. I'll go with that. I'll Wikipedia that shit.
Yeah. Wikipedia. Oh my God. That's funny. Oh, I'm feeling glad all over. Yes, I'm.
Oh, let me blow the screen up.
Glad all over. Oh my God. My kids are going to kill me when they see that.
Love it. Well, I'm here with my Aunt Colleen on I Ask No One. My Aunt Colleen turns 60. I'm sorry, what was that?
68.
68.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, 68. And you're down there in sunny ass Florida, my alma mater state. I went to Flagler College, St. Augustine, Florida.
Yep.
And how is it down there? Good? I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful.
Actually, it was a little chilly. It was 59 this morning we woke up. But yesterday was in the high 80s. So the sun's out. We're going to go down to the pool in a little while, maybe shoot some golf balls.
Beautiful. Yeah, our family has condos, or, our family had condos down in Jupiter, Florida, in South Florida there. And I have a lot of early memories down in Boca Raton and our family hanging out, my first few beers. I think the first time I ever got drunk was down there. Now that I think about it, that is the first time I ever got drunk.
And were you 10 or?
Oh my God. Shit. I think it was like 12. I know Papa Joe, he gave me my first beer. I was 7. Yeah. It was a Red Dog beer. I was sipping out of his Red Dog on the porch on Standish. But it wasn't until, Aunt Cindy was definitely a big part of me getting really messed up. Bridget, she was there too. But it was all good fun. I mean, we survived and a lot of good memories down there. And that's part of the reason why I chose Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida. Why go down there as a vacation when you could actually live down there? And Ryan and I had really
smart.
good time.
It was smart.
It was killer, absolutely killer. But you were Burns Travel. So
oh my gosh.
Aunt Colleen's last name is Burns. Tell me about Burns Travel. I heard about that through the grapevine.
That was I sold it over probably 28 years ago, so I was young. It was before the internet where you could book your own flights and do all that, and you always called a travel agent. And for the 5 years I had it, it was fun. We did get to go on some nice trips and fly first class, not no mo, but it was great. It was part of our family business, and I don't know, I loved it. I had to go to school to learn how to, do it because it was all codes back then. It was not at all like what you can do on the internet now. So, but it was a fun 5-year project, and I moved on to other things.
Now, did you start that? Did Papa Lynn?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I started it. I hired someone who was in the business and knew, so she was, helpful for that. But I used to pay walking down Main Street getting businesses. I had big banks, and that part was great. But then the internet came, and it was easy for everyone to book their own flights and trips. So
yeah,
time to say sayonara.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was digging way back here. I was like, Burns Travel, I have heard of that before. Is there a place you've never been that you'd like to visit? And I want to hear about Hong Kong too.
I know we went to Hong Kong and Chiang Mai. All right, so you know what? I've never been to Hawaii, and I'd love to go to Hawaii.
Really?
I know. Isn't that crazy? Oh. We went to Hong Kong and Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai is in the foothills of the Himalayas. and it's known for growing poppies, which is opium. And this was back in 1991, so it was before 9/11, before they checked your luggage or whatever. And everyone that walked around Chiang Mai, which was beautiful, seemed stoned. They all it was so weird. So we went to a dinner one night and they gave us cigars, and then cubes of tobacco. So, I didn't smoke. And so I packed everything up and stuck it in my suitcase and brought it home. Went through security, nothing. So I gave some to Uncle Chris and his friend, and they're sitting in the pool smoking a cigar, and they're as high as a kite. So they're it had to have opium in it. So again, this was before 9/11 and everything. So that part was cool. The people were, I was so happy to be with your mom. Your mom and I laughed. We laughed so much the whole time, but the people are so sweet in Thailand. Hong Kong was fun, but we love Thailand. Been to Europe a few times, and
I have so many questions about Hong Kong and Thailand. I think that's maybe an episode for
Yeah,
another
yeah.
time. But is there something that you give to me from, that you saw of my mother? Maybe a good memory of, she'll be watching later.
Oh, yeah, she did handstands for us.
No, she didn't. Did she?
Oh, she did. Yeah, she did a flip in an elevator. Ask her
What?
about it. I know.
Or like get the railing and like do a flip, or?
Oh no, yeah. Ask your mom, she'll tell you. I can't talk about it because it's funny.
Okay. Yeah,
there was some wet pants involved, or I don't know, something like that.
All right. Okay, Mom, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, Mom.
Definitely.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh God, I love you, Kevin. This is so cool.
I love you too, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
I had a pit stop in Beijing, China for 10 hours actually on my way to Australia a few years ago. I was going to visit Leonard. Leonard had his hip surgery. He had to go back home. So I had all these tickets, all these plans in Australia and Sydney. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to still go down. And I took the cheap way. So it was just under $1,000 to get my ass to Sydney, Australia. So I took the long way. It took over 40 hours to get there. And I had 10 hours in Beijing. I had little families that were cold asking me for my hoodie. I was so much taller than all these other cute people. And I had my metal vest on and my camo backpack back there. And I didn't bring Chucky.
Chucky didn't come?
No.
They would have wondered, what about that red hair? There's no red hair in Beijing, China.
If I go on a road trip, I bring Chucky. And if it's a long road trip, so if a driver is pissing me off, I'll kind of drive by him and I'm like, change his life or whatever.
Oh my God, scare the crap out of him.
That's my buddy. So you're a hell of a cook. You the Christmas Eve parties at your place, and even the St. Joseph Day you used to have at Woodland Drive, if I remember correctly. I just always loved your cooking. Like, what kind of music do you play when you cook? Is there a go-to that you?
Oh wow. Well, I always want to have noise on in the house, so I usually have either the TV, but not music going. I don't know if, again, this is old fart stuff, but Thievery Corporation. It's kind of cool.
I have heard of them. Yes, I have.
Yeah, they're awesome. We like. I love Michael Bublé. I mean, he's so smooth. Basha, Hotel Costas, another cool soft jazzy kind of, but cool music. Kygo, cool. Adam Levine. I mean, who doesn't love Adam Levine? Of course, Tony Bennett, Harry Styles, watermelon sugar. Diana Krall. She's cool. Diana Krall is awesome. I'd love to see her in person. Queen. That was the best music. I mean, after seeing the movie and you think back, oh my God, I know that song. Yeah, I forgot they sang that. Queen is a cool band. So I listen to everything. And probably the only heavy metal I like is, my Golden Diamonds, but
Yeah, your golden. I know that's your favorite color, of course. I got an oink out of that one. All right.
sorry.
I thought I was gonna hear like Golden Earring by like Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah. No, I told the kids I was gonna say my favorite heavy metal is Golden.
That's cute.
And my hard rock music are Diamonds and Emeralds.
Yeah, I like it.
I love you.
I gotta ask, do you like Guns N' Roses at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zeppelin, Highway to Heaven. My God. Stairway to Heaven, I mean.
Stairway to
yes,
Heaven, Highway to Hell,
Stairway to Heaven.
AC/DC.
ACD. Yeah.
All right. Had to ask.
Yeah. Again, I like everything. The only thing I don't like is Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson. Yeah, look him up in the news. What's going on with him these days?
Yeah, he's cuckoo.
It's got actually. I took care of him in the bar in Hotel Bel Air when I was there.
Did you?
I was like, holy shit, Marilyn Manson. I had already taken care of so many celebrities. It was just another guy to me, But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, holy crap, But I did get like that once when Jim Carrey came in because, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. You could go on. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2.
Yeah. In Living Color, when he first came on TV. No, it's the TV show In Living Color. Oh my God, so many great people came from that. Look it up. The Wayans brothers.
Living
Awesome
Color.
show.
Okay.
In Living Color. It's funny.
When I rewatched this, I'm going to take Mitch Miller to Dave Clark 5 to the
oh my God.
your jewelry that you like to listen to and so on. But I've
Deep
got
Purple, Smoke on the Water.
Richie Blackmore. Hell yes. Yep. I have one last question for you, my sweet Aunt Colleen.
Yes, dear.
And it has to do with Roswell Park. So how important has your relationship with Roswell Park been for you and our family? Because I know you've done some amazing service for the Cancer Institute here in Buffalo.
Thank you. Well, Papa, it was 30 years ago. He passed away on February 12th, and he was at Roswell. And our family loved the care and support that was given to him from his doctors, nurses, staff, even the guys who took blood. And we all appreciated the care. And it was they needed change to the point where 30 years ago, we had to transfer Papa from the ICU at Roswell to Buffalo General because they didn't have equipment to help him. So many things have changed, even building the new building. And I have been involved with the Alliance for over 25 years, raising money, all different kinds of funds, from the All-Star Night, our black tie event, to the Ride for Roswell, to holiday cards, all the fundraising events. And I can't say enough wonderful things about the place. If you have cancer, you go there. So thank you for bringing that up. Thanks. And pray to God we never need it, but if we do, we're at the right place.
Roswell Park Cancer Institute, and I'll include a link below to their website and the people there. All-Star Night's been a good thing that they have over the years, and I think I met Mr. or Mrs. Roswell Park. I remember my dad introducing me.
Yes, doctor.
Let me put my beard down for a sec.
He what?
I was like, let me put my beard down for a sec.
Oh, I know.
You're changing lives.
Actually, sad Roz just passed away in the spring from cancer. So
oh no,
how awful is that? Yeah.
Well, you count your blessings, and we're blessed to be here in Buffalo, New York, with such a prominent place like Roswell Park Cancer Institute here in town. You bring up Papa Len. This weekend will be, I don't know how many years, but America went to war at Iwo Jima. Papa Len was in the Marines, and he actually had a Purple Heart from serving his time in Iwo Jima. So God bless Papa Len. I was 2 years old when I met him. well, 2 years old when he passed away. I never got to really have a true conversation with him. And any rock star, dead or alive, I want to sit down and have a little chat with Papa Len. And yeah, thanks for sharing. And Ashlyn, I told her about who's going to be the guest on I Ask No One this week. It's not going to be, a rock star drummer, whoever's conquered the world or whatever, but my rock star Aunt Colleen. And the one term that she used to describe you was that you're very matriarchal.
Oh, thank you.
And I think Grandma Jean was just like that. So I felt like I kind of spent a little time with Grandma Jean here this afternoon on I Ask No One. And happy birthday to you. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hell yeah. Cheers. I'll cheers to that.
Cheers to you.
Next week on I Ask No One, we have Austin Diamond. He's a drummer from DevilDriver. And I've got some pretty funny stories with him from my time in California. So stay tuned for that. And please subscribe. You like what you see, share with your friends, Aunt Colleen, right? Subscribe, right?
Subscribe. Keep hitting that button.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be putting right there or right over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming up. So happy birthday. Mwah.
I love you. Thank you, Kev. I love you.
Hello to the family.
Holy shit balls. This was a fun interview.
Holy shit balls. Yes, it was.
All right. Love you.
I love you too.
Bye, honey.